ladies and gentlemen of the press, we're here today to address you on the very notorious issues that has been happening in the country, especially the recent one that has to do with the strike action embarked upon by the Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers Association that has halted the transportation of foods and other items from the north to south and vice versa. I'm sure you are aware that in the last few days, there has not been transportation of food items and livestock from one point to another, which was occasioned by the various attacks and counterattacks on the association members, the traders, especially of a particular ethnic nationalities down in the south, especially in the southwest. This particular incident has led to serious economic paralysis. Food items are getting more costlier in the south. Food items are getting rotten and destroyed in the north on account to the fact that they are not being transported down to the south. The cattle breeders, the association or the union have placed certain demands on the government and the people of Nigeria to ensure that the transportation of their goods and the lives of their members anywhere in the country are safe. On that note, they went on a strike action. I have the mandate to resolve the issue, whereby there will be normalcy across the country. Here is the president of the association, and along with my brother here, Chief Femi Fani Kayode, we have been on this matter for the last 3 to 4 days. And thank God today they have come up with their demands. We've been able to reach out to both parties because both of them are victims. Those that were killed and those that are killing. We've been able to reach out to the major actors from the southwest to desist and to allow peace to reign. We've gotten the commitment of both sides to sheath their sword. On this note, we have brought the demand to Mr. President through the Chief of Staff and how we've been able to resolve the matter. And the Chief of Staff is going to convey the message to Mr. President. The association demanded that there are his members that were killed. They are requiring that compensation be paid for the lives and livelihood that were destroyed in the south. All those who committed those crimes should be brought to justice. The harassment by law enforcement agencies on our federal highways be stopped. The extortion by all touts along the federal highways, especially from northeast or from the north to south, south, and southeast particularly, be stopped. We have presented those demands to the government because before now they have reached out to every authorities on the land and there seems to be no response or positive response to their demand. So it's been submitted once again. I've conveyed the message to the President through the Chief of Staff, and I've gotten the commitment of both sides. In order that we don't continue to have this hardship across the country, I've gotten the commitment of the union to lift their ban on the transportation of food items and livestock to the south. I've equally gotten the commitment of the major actors from the south not to attack lawful Hausa Fulani people or the traders in the south, and that the criminals amongst them, irrespective of your tribe or religion, should be handled effectively by law enforcement agencies. And we've gotten the commitment also that their lives and their livelihoods moving forward will be protected. So these are the messages we brought to the Chief of Staff to be conveyed to Mr. President. And I have to come with my brother here, Chief Femi Fani-Kayode, who helped in the mediation, and also here is the President of the Amalgamated Union to give you this short briefing. Thank you very much. Yes, I think it's good you hear from
Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry, good evening, everybody. My name is Comrade Dr. Mohammed Tahir, National President, Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria. Today, we are very happy to discuss about the issue to presidency. Already like what our governor of Kogi State say, yes, we agree to what is done, then we call off our nationwide strike. We're waiting to action and our demand. We are very thankful Governor of Kogi State, Alhaji Yahaya Bello, to enter this between we and federal government, and that our problem we're facing South-South and Southeast for our members destroying our property, killing, and whatever. So now we are waiting to what the action to want to see practical from our government. We very appreciate again to Governor Yahaya Bello, Kogi State, to give us time to discuss. We'll call all our members across the Federation. Before them, he's assuring to our members, inshallah, he follow this demand. Again, we thank for our brother Chief Femi Kayode. He is representative for all, like his governors of South, South, and Southeast to that problem we're facing. So he's assuring us to this our problem, it cannot happen again. So we're very happy for him. We're very thankful for him. And we want to beg him to address for all governors of South, South, and Southeast, everybody considering what our problem, to push us to the nationwide strike. And he listened to what their government and Governor, Excellency Governor of Kogi State, enter in between we and this problem. So I'm very thankful for everybody. We need to peace in this country. We need peace in this country. We need to maintain peace in this country. We're Nigerian. Thank you very much.
His Excellency, our Governor, the Governor of Kogi State. My name is Comrade Dr. Awal Abdullahi Aliyu, the President of Northern Consensus Movement, which we worked along with Amalgamated Union. It was a teamwork, but all under Amalgamated Union that we've been able to, go on this no food supply to the Southwest and the Southeast, in fact, the entire South. But we want to most sincerely thank Governor Yahaya Bello for his intervention. If not for his intervention, honestly, we were not willing to go off on this strike. It was supposed to be an indefinite strike. It was supposed to continue until just no time, until when the government accepts our demand and approve. But with his intervention, we've withdrawn, we've followed the strike, and we are right now, like I said, appreciative of him. We've asked him to do a follow-up. He has promised he's going to do a follow-up. We trust and believe him. We accept his word. He is very committed. We see the sincerity, and then for so many reasons, we believe that Governor Yahaya Bello will not relent. We believe he's going to do everything humanly possible. Since he can call us and call our brother Femi Fani-Kayode is here, and as you can see, everybody knows we're all splitting fire over this thing. But today we are sitting on the same table, courtesy of Governor Yahaya Bello. So we are honestly and most sincerely thanking Governor Yahaya Bello for this effort, and like we hope, like he promised, and we believe he's going to follow it up to a logical conclusion. Thank you very much.
Good evening, gentlemen of the press. Actually, we are very happy today, being March 2021. And equally, we are very happy and we appreciate the deed of our Excellency Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State being intervention of our problem between us and the government in Chile. We are very happy and we sincerely turn our expression to the Governor Yahaya Bello, and now he's the father of this issue, and he promised that all our demands were going to be solved, inshallah. So we are very happy. We pray Almighty Allah for his guidance and success toward his deeds in his government. Thank you. My name is Comrade Ahmed Alarama, General Secretary of Amalgamated Union of Foodstuff and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria. Thank you.
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen of the press, members of the high table here, my name is Femi Fani-Kayode, former Minister of Aviation and former Minister of Culture and Tourism. I have to start by expressing my profound thanks to Governor Yahaya Bello, the Governor of Kogi State, to every single person that is seated here, Zakin Yaki, the President of the Union, the Secretary, and all the other people seated here, and their various teams for deeming it fit to invite me to be part of this very, very crucial task, which was mandated by President Buhari to bring settlement to this very complicated issue, which, in my view, and it's obvious to the view of anybody, would have definitely have snowballed into a major crisis in this country had it not been for this intervention. And I have to commend Governor Yahaya Bello and his team and all those that were involved in this. How they did it, I really don't know up till now. It's more or less like a miracle, because you see, people don't fully appreciate that had it not been for this intervention, things would have got much worse. Already things were getting bad. A goat that would have cost 150,000 in the south before, in some parts had gone up to 800,000, 1 million within a matter of days. And everything skyrocketed in prices. There was no meat. If this had gone on for another 1 month, tempers would have flared, things would have begun to happen, and of course, there would have been attacks left, right, and center, and reprisals all over the country. So we thank God that once the governor was asked to do this, he acted within 72 hours and brought the matter to a resolution. And that is extremely impressive. And I believe that if only we could continue like this in national affairs on virtually everything, and we had this sort of strong leadership across party lines, across religious lines, across ethnic lines, our country would be a much better place, and would have a much greater future. So I have to commend him for that, and all of those that are seated here. The reality of the situation is this. It's very simple. People were being killed. People were killed during the course of the Shasha killings. People were killed during NSARS. People from the north were slaughtered. Innocent people were killed, targeted and killed in parts of the southwest. And the reaction was very strong, and would have been much stronger had it not been for the timely efforts of the union. The reality was that reprisals were actually planned, and this is why we had to come in quickly. It's not just a question of a food embargo, We all jousted and we all made jokes and even threatened one another about embargoes. But that's how war starts, with an embargo. And of course, the other side, the South, was saying things that maybe some of us shouldn't have been saying in retaliation. But it was about to snowball into a much more serious crisis, because plans for reprisals in the North against people from the South were being made, and they had gone very, very far. And I saw evidence of that presented to me by the governor and by other people. And thankfully, the governor called all the relevant players and told them this must stop. And the way the union managed the whole situation was say, instead of violence, instead of targeting Southerners in the North, we will do a strike and stop them from having food. So that's where this all started. And what has happened since then is that the governor has waded in, and the strike has been called off, conditions have been given, and I am sure that the governor, with his good offices and his energy and zeal, will ensure that the federal government honors that. On our side, because I have to tell you what we tried to do as well, what we've done was that we extracted commitments from the main players in the Southwest who had in the past indulged in some form of violence or the other, and who were seen as the protectors of the people of the Southwest. Chief Sunday Adeyemo was deeply involved in this, and I have to commend him because he gave a firm commitment. He spoke to His Excellency, he gave his commitments, he spoke with me. Not just him, there are a number of others who were also involved and who gave a firm commitment that they would not only ensure that the Hausa Fulani population in the Southwest that were there peacefully and that were there in a law-abiding manner would not be attacked and would not be harassed, but they also went as far as to say that they would protect them as best as they could from those misguided elements that seek to attack and kill them. And that's a major commitment which he gave, and we discussed with him extensively. I have to say, he did very well in that respect. Not just him, other people like him did very, very well in this respect. Also, Governor Seyi Makinde was involved. His Excellency involved him, as he did and communicated to other governors in the southern part of the country, particularly the Southwest, and all of them were carried along by His Excellency. And we have a joint commitment to ensure that people of Hausa Fulani extraction, indeed from anywhere outside of the South, will be safe down in the South. The only thing that we have asked for is, on our side, is for the federal government, the President Buhari's administration, to do as much, to do far more concerning those that are in the forests of the Southwest killing our people. And we would want far more vigorous action on that and the forests to be cleared. And we sincerely hope and pray that this will happen. We have peace, we have unity, and I thank God for this opportunity to bring our country together. And I thank Governor Bello. Wow.